here are some questions that help you understand the scope of a client and their needs when you're presenting advisory services as a solution for them. So you want to ask them, what's one thing about your business that you're most proud of? And if you could solve one challenge, what would it be? What's their vision and mission statement? Basically, their why. A really good one that I found that it's helpful for me as an advisor or a potential advisor is, what are their goals and expectations for me in relation to financial reporting support? What are they looking for from me? Because if they're looking for something different than I think I'm offering, that's going to be a disconnect. Again, this is the same question as before, just in a little different way. How do you think I can add value to your company? I also like to ask them, how comfortable are you using virtual business tools? Because this helps me to understand where they sit as far as technology. That's really important, because if they're really not using it much at all, it's going to be difficult for me as a virtual person to really help them quickly to make big inroads in their business and a big improvement to their bottom line. It's really identifying a roadblock that may be with this business. And they may not be a business I want to work with, because quite frankly, I'm not really interested in helping people learn how to use a computer or the internet. I have more time and opportunity to help them strategically than to help with those kinds of things. What are your pain points is a good question. Gives you an idea, like what are the things they want to take care of first? Because frequently I've found, I think that they need to do this, this, and this. But from their perspective, what's keeping them up at night, what is really preventing them from growing is that, and that. So it's not going to be the same thing. So when you first start with a client, you can take what their pain points are, what's keeping them up at night, the one thing that they can solve. If you can do that in the first 90 days, they'll see you as a completely needed, valuable tool to making their business grow. I'd like to know how they define success. That's different for everybody. What are the short-term and long-term goals for them? What kind of metrics are important to them? And they may have to really think about this. But, obviously sales, profit, but maybe go a little deeper. So we also want to know, are they interested in cross referral opportunities? Again, these are an opportunity to provide them with access to your SMEs. And so that way they can be helped in the different areas that have come up in their business by coming to you as the trusted advisor to then recommend to them the right person. So again, these are good questions to keep in mind when you're trying to scope out a potential client. So I've put together a questionnaire that's mine, that's 20 questions. And so it covers most of these things I've just discussed. So I recommend using a tool like that, developing your own, something that you can send out to a potential client before you actually talk with them to begin with.